Hello, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Shimmer, your host for today's episode. I'm really excited about today's topic because it's one of those behind the scenes heroes of business success that we don't talk about enough: professional cleaning. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Cleaning, as in mops and brooms? Absolutely. But stick with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll see how something as simple as a sparkling floor or a dust-free desk can have a huge impact on a company's success. Today, we're featuring a success story in the cleaning industry, a company called BQM, which stands for Bend Quality Maintenance. BQM has built an incredible reputation for excellence in their field, and their journey offers some great insights into both running a successful cleaning business and the importance of keeping any business environment clean and well-maintained. We'll dive into how BQM grew and thrived, what challenges they faced, and the strategies that helped them become a trusted name. But that's just one part of our conversation. We're also going to explore why a clean workplace is so much more than just nice to have. How does cleanliness affect employee productivity, health, even workplace morale? And what about those critical first impressions on clients or visitors? Can a shiny lobby or a spotless restroom really influence your business reputation? Spoiler alert, oh yes, it can. And we'll talk about some eye-opening studies that back that up. Another big piece of today's episode: the power of the right cleaning team. You might have the best strategy and the fanciest equipment, but if you don't have the right people doing the job, it just doesn't work. So, what makes a top-tier cleaning crew? And how does having a great cleaning service connect to a thriving business overall? I'll share some thoughts on why hiring professionals like the team at BQM can make all the difference. And since not all businesses are the same, we'll get into some industry-specific insights. Cleaning a dental office is a whole different world from cleaning, say, a warehouse or a real estate office. Different environments have unique needs and best practices. We'll look at a few examples: real estate offices, general office spaces, warehouses, industrial settings, dental clinics, to see what special challenges each presents and how the pros tackle them. Lastly, to keep things fun and practical, we'll wrap up with some engaging tidbits. Common cleaning mistakes businesses make. Trust me, I've seen some doozies. A few insider tips on keeping your office clean between those professional visits, and even some cool new innovations in commercial cleaning. Yes, innovation happens even with mops and vacuums. We'll also touch on green cleaning trends, because more and more companies care about sustainability, and the cleaning industry is evolving with eco-friendly practices. So whether you're a business owner, a facilities manager, or just someone curious about what goes into making workplaces shine, stay tuned. By the end of this chat, you'll have a newfound appreciation for the cleaning crews that keep our businesses running smoothly, and some valuable insights into why a clean space truly means a successful place. All right, let's dive in. To kick things off, let's talk about BQM's journey and what it takes to build a successful business in the cleaning industry. BQM, Bend Quality Maintenance, didn't become a trusted name by accident. In fact, they've been serving the community in Central Oregon for over 3 decades, building what I like to call a truly spotless reputation. Pun intended. It all started with a simple but powerful vision. The founder of BQM set out with the idea to offer unmatched cleaning and maintenance services with integrity and quality at the forefront. Now, the cleaning business isn't easy. Think about the challenges. There are tons of cleaning companies out there. Competition can be fierce, and a lot of people might underestimate what it takes to deliver consistently excellent service. It's one of those industries where you really have to prove yourself every day. If you slack off, it shows. BQM faced those challenges head on. Early on, they focused on differentiating themselves. How do you stand out as a cleaner? For BQM, the answer was by going above and beyond in reliability and thoroughness. They made sure that if they said they'd do something, they'd do it and do it well. Over time, that consistency started to set them apart. Clients realized, hey, whenever we hire BQM, the office doesn't just look clean, it actually feels clean and everything's taken care of. That feeling of trust is huge. Of course, every journey has bumps. In the cleaning sector, one big challenge is workforce turnover. It's typically high in this industry. BQM learned that to keep quality high, they had to build a team of dedicated, well-trained professionals and treat them right. We'll talk more about the team later on. They instituted thorough training programs and background checks from the get-go, because letting just anybody into offices after hours wasn't an option. It had to be people you could trust with keys, security codes, and sensitive workspaces. Investing in a trustworthy team was non-negotiable for them, even if it meant slower hiring or higher upfront costs. Another challenge: convincing potential clients that professional cleaning is worth it. Especially in the early days, I'm sure BQM had to educate some businesses on why they shouldn't just ask their employees to empty the trash and wipe the microwave, but instead bring in pros. BQM approached this by demonstrating value. They showed results, maybe doing a trial cleaning to let the outcome speak for itself, or pointing out things a casual once-over would miss, like dust in the vents or grime on baseboards. Slowly but surely, businesses started to see the difference a pro service made. BQM also seized opportunities as they came. One big opportunity was Central Oregon's growth. Bend and the surrounding areas have grown a lot, and more businesses and homes meant more demand for cleaning services. BQM scaled up to meet that demand, but carefully. They didn't just hire a bunch of people overnight and hope for the best. They scaled while maintaining quality control. Part of their growth strategy was expanding their range of services, not just office cleaning, but also construction cleanup, rental move-out cleaning, Airbnb turnovers, and more. That diversification meant they could serve clients in many situations: cleaning a real estate office one day, a newly built home the next, an Airbnb cabin over the weekend. It opened a lot of doors for them. Another big moment, if we can call it that, was the rising awareness of cleanliness in recent years. Think about events like the COVID-19 pandemic. Suddenly, cleaning wasn't an afterthought, it was front-page news. Businesses everywhere needed to step up their game in keeping spaces sanitized. BQM was ready for this moment. They had already been emphasizing sanitization and thorough disinfection as part of their routine. So when clients needed extra deep cleans or special COVID-related protocols, BQM could provide that expertise. In a way, their commitment to high standards prepared them to handle those tough times, and I suspect they even gained new clients who realized they needed the pros after all. Let's talk about reputation, because BQM's reputation in the community is stellar. How do we know that? Just listen to their clients. Clients consistently praise BQM's responsiveness, flexibility, and quality of work. For example, a local nonprofit organization noted how BQM worked within their tight budget, yet delivered excellent sanitization. A school administrator thanked BQM for making their new campus spotless on short notice. And several business owners have highlighted BQM's reliability and trustworthiness. One even has BQM saved in his phone contacts as their go-to cleaner. These real-world accolades show how BQM built such a strong reputation by truly caring about their clients' needs. From these stories, you can tell BQM's growth wasn't just about making profit. It was about building trust, one relationship at a time. They learned that listening to client needs and adapting is key. If a client has a special request, BQM tries to accommodate it. If a certain approach isn't working, they tweak it. This flexibility and customer-first attitude turned clients into long-term partners. Another factor in BQM's success is innovation. Yes, even a cleaning business needs to innovate. Early on, they embraced new ideas like offering online estimates, which, for a local cleaning service, was pretty cutting edge at the time. That made it easier and faster for customers to get a quote any time of day without waiting for a callback. Little conveniences like that set them apart and showed that BQM isn't stuck in the old mop and bucket days. They're forward-thinking. After 30-odd years, BQM is still going strong, and they're not resting on their laurels. The founder and the team have ambitions to grow even further. I've heard they even envision expanding their premium services nationally one day. It goes to show that when you build a strong foundation of quality, trust, and community reputation, the sky's the limit. In BQM's story, one thing is clear: their success revolves around keeping things clean. Now, why is cleanliness such a big deal for businesses in general? Let's dive into that. So, why does all this cleaning stuff really matter for a business? What are the actual benefits of having a clean facility or office? It turns out keeping things clean isn't just about appearances. It has real, tangible effects on productivity, health, morale, and even your bottom line. First off, let's talk productivity. Have you ever tried to focus in a cluttered, messy environment? It's tough, right? Your mind keeps getting distracted by that stack of papers in the corner or the crumbs on your keyboard. Well, there's real evidence behind that feeling. In one survey, a whopping 94% of workers said they feel more productive in a clean workspace, and 77% said the quality of their work is higher when their environment is clean and organized. Think about that. Nearly everyone does better work when their office is spick and span. It makes sense. When your surroundings are tidy, your mind can concentrate on the task at hand instead of being pulled away by chaos. In fact, some research even quantified it. Employees in a well-maintained, clean office were found to be around 12% more productive than those in a cluttered, dirty one. That's a solid boost just from keeping the place clean. Now, hand in hand with productivity is employee health. This is a big one. Offices might not look like germ factories, but oh boy, they can be. Brace yourself for this fact. A study by the University of Arizona found that the average office desk has 400 times more bacteria on it than a toilet seat. Yes, you heard that right. 400 times. Kind of stomach-turning, isn't it? All those keyboards, phones, and desk surfaces that don't get disinfected regularly become breeding grounds for germs. If one person comes in with a cold and sneezes on their desk, by the next day, that area can be teeming with microbes. And it's not just desks. Think doorknobs, copier buttons, the office coffee pot handle. Without proper cleaning, an office can spread illness like wildfire. What does that mean for businesses? Sick days. Lots of sick days. When flu season hits or someone brings in a stomach bug, it can sideline a chunk of your workforce. Businesses collectively lose millions of workdays each year to employee illness. That's a huge productivity killer and a direct hit to the company's output and possibly to healthcare costs as well. Regular, thorough cleaning, especially of those germ hotspots, can dramatically reduce the spread of illness. Fewer germs in the office means fewer sniffles and less coughing, which means fewer people calling in sick. And that ultimately means more consistent productivity and less disruption. It's like an insurance policy for your team's health. Next up, morale and workplace pride. This one is a bit more intangible, but just as important. Imagine walking into a bright, clean office every morning. The trash cans are empty and don't smell. The floors are vacuumed, the bathrooms are fresh, and the break room looks inviting. It instantly puts you in a better mood to start the day, right? Now imagine the opposite. You come in and the first thing you notice is a stain on the carpet from yesterday, a funky smell near the trash can, and a layer of dust on your monitor. It's not a great feeling. It might even subconsciously tell you, no one cares about this place. Employees definitely take cues from their environment. A clean workspace signals that the company cares about their well-being and the details of its operations. Employees, in turn, tend to have more pride in their work and their workplace. I've heard people say they feel more valued and motivated when their company invests in keeping the environment nice. It's like if management cares enough to keep the bathrooms clean and the kitchen stocked with soap and paper towels, it feels like they care about the employees. A positive, cared-for staff is more engaged and tends to stick around longer. In fact, a clean, well-maintained office correlates with higher job satisfaction. People just like coming to work more when the place is pleasant. And when employees are happy, they're less likely to leave for another job, which means lower turnover. Considering how expensive it can be to replace an employee, hiring and training new people is not cheap or quick. Investing in a clean environment can even save money by improving retention. All right, now let's talk about first impressions and reputation. The side of clean facilities that affects anyone who walks in your door, not just employees. We've all heard the saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. This holds so true for physical spaces. Picture this. A potential client walks into your office lobby. What do they see and smell? If they see a gleaming floor, a neat reception desk, and maybe even catch a whiff of a fresh, clean scent, that's an immediate positive impression. They might not consciously think, this place is clean, so I trust them, but subconsciously, they are feeling more confident in your business. Now imagine instead they walk in and see muddy footprints on the floor, or they use the restroom and it's grimy, with paper towels on the floor and an empty soap dispenser. Yikes. Chances are they'd be a little grossed out and definitely not impressed. They might start wondering, if this company can't even keep their office clean, how well will they handle my business? It sounds harsh, but it's human nature. One survey found 94% of people would avoid a business in the future if the restroom was dirty. It's a dramatic example, but it shows how a single dirty spot can stick in someone's mind. People equate cleanliness with professionalism, often subconsciously. This halo effect means if your office looks clean and well kept, visitors are more likely to assume your work is high quality too. Finally, a clean environment helps protect your assets and save money over the long term. This often gets overlooked. Keeping an office or facility clean can actually extend the life of furniture, flooring, and equipment. Think about carpets. If you let dirt and grit sit in a carpet, it breaks down the fibers and the carpet wears out faster, meaning you'd have to replace it sooner. But regular vacuuming and occasional deep cleaning can add years to a carpet's life. The same goes for hardwood or tile floors. Maintaining them, like doing a proper strip and wax periodically, protects them from scratches and wear, so you don't have to refinish or replace them as often. Dust is another enemy. Letting dust accumulate inside computers or printers can cause them to overheat or jam. Cleaning around electronics and keeping air filters clear can help your expensive equipment last longer and run better. In short, professional cleaning isn't just an expense, it's a smart investment that can save on big replacement or repair costs down the line. Overall, a clean facility boosts productivity, keeps everyone healthier, lifts morale, wows your clients, and protects your investments. It's not just about things looking shiny, it's about creating a foundation for the business to operate at its best. By now it's clear a clean environment is crucial, but it doesn't happen by magic. You need the right team making it happen. That leads us to our next topic, the power of a great cleaning team. So we've convinced you that a clean office is basically a superpower for your business. But how do you get there? You can have all the fancy cleaning equipment and schedules in the world, but ultimately it comes down to people, the cleaning team that actually does the work. Let's shine a light on these often unsung heroes and talk about why having the right cleaning team makes all the difference. Professional cleaning is a tough job that requires skill, diligence, and trustworthiness. Think about it. A cleaning crew usually comes in when the regular staff goes home. They're often alone in the office after hours, with access to every room, sometimes handling confidential areas or expensive equipment. That means trust is absolutely number one. If you hire the wrong people, say a cut-rate service that doesn't vet its employees, you could be asking for trouble. There are horror stories out there of businesses dealing with missing items or security issues because they hired someone unreliable. BQM understood this risk from day one, which is why they insisted on thorough background checks and screening for all their team members. When BQM sends a crew to your office, you know those individuals are vetted and trustworthy. As a business owner or manager, that peace of mind is huge. You can lock up at night confident that everything will be exactly where you left it in the morning, except cleaner. Trustworthiness is just the baseline. The right cleaning team also brings a level of professionalism and expertise that you won't get from just anyone with a mop. Top-tier cleaning crews are trained in the best practices of their trade. That includes knowing which cleaning products to use on which surfaces, and just as importantly, which not to use. You don't want someone spraying the wrong chemical on your fancy wood conference table or on your computer screens. They know how to clean efficiently without cutting corners. For example, a pro cleaner has a system. Maybe they always work from the top of a room down to the bottom so that dust falls and gets cleaned up at the end, or they have a checklist to ensure every high-touch surface is disinfected every time. This kind of systematic approach comes from training and experience. Attention to detail is another hallmark of a great cleaning team. It's the little things that separate a just okay cleaning from an excellent one. I'm talking about noticing the fingerprints on glass doors and wiping them off, or cleaning the little nooks, like the area behind faucet handles, or dusting the top of picture frames. Those spots you might not notice every day, but would definitely notice if they were never cleaned. The best cleaners have almost a sixth sense for finding grime in hidden places. They take pride in leaving no stone unturned, or no couch cushion unvacuumed, as the case may be. Reliability and consistency are huge too. If a cleaning crew does an amazing job one week and then slacks the next, all those benefits we mentioned earlier, productivity, health, etc., can slip away. You want a team that shows up on time, every time, and delivers the same high-quality service. BQM built their reputation on exactly that kind of consistency. Remember that client who put BQM in their contacts on speed dial? That happened because every time BQM came, they delivered what they promised. A top-notch team treats each appointment with the same level of importance, whether it's a small two-room office or a large multi-story building. Communication is an often overlooked but critical aspect of a good cleaning service. The right team will communicate with the client. Maybe they notice something in the office, like a leak under a sink, or that you're running low on hand soap. And a great cleaner will leave a note or tell the office manager, "Hey, you might want to get the faucet checked," or "We're almost out of paper towels in the supply closet." In that way, they are like an extra set of eyes taking care of your workplace. If you have special requests, like "Please make sure to lock this door," or "Pay extra attention to the lobby floors because of the snow today," a professional team will note that and make sure it's done. BQM, for instance, makes it easy for clients to reach out and communicate any needs. They even have an online system for estimates and probably a way to relay messages or special instructions. It's a partnership approach rather than just a vendor-client transaction. Let's talk about the team itself for a moment. A company like BQM invests in their team members. They train them well, treat them with respect, and likely offer incentives or benefits for good work. That creates a team that is motivated and takes pride in what they do. When cleaners feel valued, they go the extra mile. Instead of doing the bare minimum, they'll take that extra few minutes to double-check their work or tackle an extra little task that might delight a client. That kind of dedication comes from a team that really cares about their job. Another key attribute of a top-tier crew is adaptability. Each facility might have unique instructions. Maybe one office has a delicate piece of equipment that shouldn't be moved or dusted, or a particular area that needs special attention. A great cleaning team remembers those details and adjusts their routine accordingly. BQM, dealing with so many types of businesses, trains their staff to be flexible and attentive to the specific needs of each client. Cleaning a dental office versus a warehouse versus a corporate office, each requires different approaches, which we'll delve into in a moment. And a good crew can switch gears based on where they're working that day or night. So, how does having this great team translate to a thriving business for the client? Well, when you have a reliable, high-quality cleaning service, you as a business owner or manager can basically forget about cleaning in the best way possible. It's handled. You and your employees come in every day to a clean space, and you don't have to think, worry, or stress about it. That frees you up to focus on what your business actually does, serving your customers, developing products, you name it. It's one major piece of the operations puzzle that's just taken care of. Moreover, a great cleaning team can actually enhance your business operations by working quietly in the background and never causing disruptions. Ever been in an office where the cleaning crew runs a noisy vacuum right when you're on an important conference call? A considerate team finds the right time to do the loud tasks or uses equipment that's efficient and quiet. Many top crews are also willing to adjust schedules to your needs. If you have a big meeting running late one evening, they can start cleaning in another area first. This kind of smooth cooperation means your business activities and cleaning activities don't clash. Instead, they complement each other. I like to say a great cleaning service is like the stage crew of a theater production. If they do their job well, nobody in the audience notices them, but the show would literally fall apart without them. In the same way, a business with a great cleaning team can almost take for granted that everything will be clean and comfortable, and as a result, they shine in front of their customers and employees. It's an invisible support that bolsters everything else. BQM's experience shows that hiring the right people is crucial. By selecting, vetting, and training a strong team, they've ensured that all those benefits of a clean facility we talked about actually come true for their clients day in and day out. The link between a great cleaning service and a thriving business isn't magic, it's cause and effect. A clean environment, courtesy of a dedicated team, leads to happier, healthier people and a better business all around. Now, not every workplace is the same. Cleaning needs can differ a lot from one industry to another. For example, cleaning a warehouse is a whole different challenge than cleaning a dental clinic. So let's explore how BQM and companies like them adapt to various business environments and meet those unique needs. BQM understands that one size doesn't fit all when it comes to cleaning. Different industries have different priorities and challenges. Here are a few examples of how cleaning is tailored to specific business environments. Real estate offices. In real estate, first impressions can make or break a deal. Clients often visit these offices, so everything from the lobby to the conference room must be pristine and inviting. Lots of visitors means lots of foot traffic, which means dirt gets tracked in quickly. That's why these offices need frequent floor care, regular vacuuming, mopping, to keep entryways and hallways looking spotless. Surfaces like glass doors and countertops are wiped constantly to stay smudge-free. And restrooms? They have to be absolutely clean, since a dirty restroom can really turn a client off. Real estate offices might also host evening open houses or events, so cleaning schedules have to be flexible, coming in after these gatherings to reset the space. The key in this industry is maintaining that polished professional appearance at all times. A smudge on the glass or a messy reception area could subtly undermine a client's confidence. General office spaces. This is your typical business office. It could be a tech startup, a law firm, a bank, you name it. The focus here is on consistent daily cleanliness for employees' comfort and productivity, and of course to impress any visiting clients. Daily tasks include emptying trash, especially anything with food waste to prevent smells or pests, vacuuming or sweeping floors, wiping down common surfaces, and sanitizing the break room and restrooms. Many offices have a cleaning crew come in every night, so each morning everything is fresh. The desks are neat, at least the parts the cleaners can reach. Floors are crumb-free, and the coffee pot area isn't covered in yesterday's spills. Disinfecting high-touch areas like doorknobs, light switches, and shared equipment, copiers, printers, fridge handles, is also crucial to keep germs at bay. Even if clients don't visit often, a tidy office boosts morale and shows employees that management cares about the workspace. Periodically, offices also need deeper cleaning like carpet shampooing, window washing, or floor polishing, usually done on weekends or after hours. In a nutshell, the cleaning routine in offices is all about consistency, a little effort every day to keep the place in top shape so problems never get out of hand. Warehouses and distribution centers. Warehouses are a completely different animal. These huge spaces with concrete floors, shelves of products, and forklifts zipping around require cleaning that focuses on safety and efficiency. Dust and debris accumulate quickly from all the movement of goods and packing materials. If you don't stay on top of it, that dust can settle on products or even interfere with machinery. So warehouses often use industrial-grade equipment like ride-on floor sweepers or scrubbers to cover large areas and pick up dust and grime regularly. Spills are another big issue. Whether it's oil from a forklift or a broken container leaking liquids, those need to be cleaned up immediately to prevent accidents. A good warehouse cleaning routine includes promptly addressing spills and removing any stray shrink wrap, cardboard, or pallet pieces that could clutter the aisles. Keeping aisles and emergency exits clear isn't just about cleanliness, it's a safety requirement. Because warehouses can operate almost 24/7, the cleaning might be done in sections or during scheduled lulls so it doesn't disrupt the workflow. And let's not forget the height factor. Warehouses often require the crew to occasionally get up on lifts or use long poles to dust off high beams or ceiling fans that gather cobwebs. When a warehouse is well kept, it not only looks better, it runs better. Workers have a safer environment, inventory stays clean, and even visiting clients or inspectors walk away with a positive impression of how well everything is maintained. Industrial facilities, factories. Factories and plants combine the challenges of warehouses with additional issues like grease, grime, and sometimes hazardous materials. In these settings, cleaning is closely tied to safety regulations and operational efficiency. For example, a machine shop might generate oil splatter or metal shavings. If those aren't cleaned up, they can be slip hazards or can affect the machinery. Cleaning crews in factories use specialized degreasers to cut through oil on floors and might use magnetic sweepers to pick up metal bits. They also have to wear protective gear and be trained in the facility's safety procedures. Often, cleaning around heavy machinery means coordinating with the staff to ensure everything is shut down or in a safe state before they start. You don't want a conveyor belt moving while you're wiping around it. Industrial facilities might not get a full cleaning every single day, especially in production areas, but they usually have regular intervals where a deep clean happens, sometimes during overnight shifts or periodic maintenance shutdowns. This could include pressure washing floors, cleaning walls to remove dust or residue, and making sure all the safety lines and markings on floors are visible. Proper disposal is key too. If there are hazardous waste materials or chemicals, the cleaning team must handle those according to strict protocols, often working with specialized hazardous waste handlers. The goal in industrial cleaning is to keep the environment safe, comply with any industry regulations like OSHA standards, and help the equipment run smoothly by keeping everything clean and free of obstructions. It's heavy-duty cleaning, but essential for preventing accidents and maintaining product quality. Companies like BQM become more than just cleaners in these settings. They're part of the safety and maintenance team. Dental and medical offices. Now onto places where cleanliness is literally a life and death matter. Medical and dental offices must be absolutely immaculate. In a dental office, for instance, you have patients coming in for procedures, and while the dentists and hygienists sterilize the instruments, the general environment needs to be sanitized too. Cleaning crews use hospital-grade disinfectants on all surfaces: chairs, exam lights, counters, sinks, basically anywhere hands might touch. They also have to be extremely careful about cross-contamination. Professional teams often use color-coded cloths and mops, one color for exam rooms, another for bathrooms, another for common areas, so there's no mix-up. You wouldn't want the rag that cleaned the toilet to be used on the reception desk, right? Floors in these offices are mopped with disinfectant solutions, and bathrooms are scrubbed meticulously. Trash handling is critical. Medical offices have special biohazard bins for things like bloody gauze or used needles. The cleaning crew usually doesn't handle those. That's for medical waste specialists. But they need to be vigilant in case any medical waste is mistakenly left in a regular trash can. And if so, they must inform the staff or handle it with proper precautions. Even the waiting room gets a lot of attention. Chairs get wiped down, magazines and toys, if it's a pediatric office, are regularly cleaned. And smell is important too. A good medical office clean leaves no odor, just a sense of freshness. Typically, these offices are cleaned every single day they're open, usually at night after the last patient leaves. There's a thorough checklist to follow to ensure nothing is missed, because health and safety depend on it. When you walk into a dentist's office first thing in the morning and everything sparkles and smells clean, that's the cleaning crew's hard work from the night before. For a company like BQM, cleaning medical offices is a responsibility they take very seriously. It's about protecting patients and the practice's reputation. These examples show that cleaning isn't a one-size-fits-all job. Each industry has its quirks and requirements, and the key is knowing those and adjusting the approach accordingly. That's exactly what pros like BQM do best. They understand what each environment needs, whether it's using the right equipment, scheduling at the right times, or focusing on the spots that matter most. they tailor their service to fit. As a business owner or manager, when you work with a team that gets your industry, you can focus on your own work and trust that your space will be taken care of properly. All right, we've covered how BQM adapts to different workplaces. Now, before we wrap up, let's switch to something a bit more fun and practical. I promise to talk about common cleaning mistakes to avoid, share some quick office upkeep tips, and mention a few cool innovations and eco-friendly trends in cleaning. Let's dive into those. Let's start with a few common cleaning mistakes businesses often make and how to avoid them. One big mistake is not having a regular, thorough cleaning routine. Some offices only clean when things look obviously dirty, or they just do a quick surface tidy and call it done. The problem is, by the time something looks dirty, it's probably been affecting your environment for a while, and germs definitely don't wait until you can see them. If you clean sporadically or only do the bare minimum, dust will build up in those out-of-sight places, like inside vents or behind cabinets, and clutter will sneak up on you. The fix is simple. Stick to a consistent cleaning schedule. Even if the reception area or the conference table looks okay, regular cleaning ensures it never gets to the point of looking bad. In short, don't wait for the dust bunnies to roll by like tumbleweeds before you break out the vacuum. Another common mistake is ignoring high-touch surfaces. It's easy to focus on floors and desks and forget about things like doorknobs, light switches, elevator buttons, the office fridge handle, or the coffee machine buttons. But think about it. Everyone touches those all day long, which makes them germ superhighways. You might have a spotless floor and still have colds spreading around the office because nobody wiped down the doorknobs. The solution: make disinfecting those high-touch spots a daily habit. Professional cleaners do this routinely, but if there's a gap between their visits, even employees can take a moment to wipe the microwave buttons or the conference room phone. It really helps keep the office healthier. A third mistake is using the wrong cleaning methods or products. For example, using a strong chemical cleaner on a delicate wood surface and ruining the finish, or spraying cleaner directly onto a computer screen, which can cause damage or streaks, or mixing cleaning chemicals that should never be combined, like bleach and ammonia, which create toxic fumes. Also, a classic misstep: scrubbing a carpet stain aggressively, which actually spreads it or frays the carpet fibers when gentle blotting and the right stain remover would have worked better. The lesson here: match the cleaning method to the task. Read labels on cleaning products. They're there for a reason. Use gentler cleaners on sensitive surfaces and save the heavy-duty stuff for where it's appropriate. And when it comes to chemicals, never mix things unless you're absolutely sure it's safe. Often, using one good product the right way is better than throwing the whole arsenal at a problem. Now, some insider tips to keep your office shining between those professional cleaning visits. First, embrace a clean-as-you-go culture. Encourage everyone in the workplace to do little things to clean up after themselves. If you spill coffee, wipe it up. If you finish a snack, throw away the wrapper. Maybe have a quick 5-minute tidy at the end of the day, where each person straightens up their desk or empties their own trash if it's full. These small habits prevent messes from piling up and make the professional cleaners' job easier, so they can spend time on the deep cleaning instead of basic picking up. Next tip: keep cleaning wipes and hand sanitizer easily available. When there's a tub of disinfectant wipes on the counter, people are more likely to wipe the microwave after their soup explodes or swab down their keyboard when they notice it's grimy. Hand sanitizer stations, especially near doors or in the break room, also help reduce germ spread and can subtly remind everyone to think about cleanliness. If something like a coffee spill on a counter is bugging someone, having a wipe right there means it gets taken care of on the spot instead of becoming a dried, sticky mess later. Another smart tip is to use entry mats to trap dirt. Place good quality mats both outside and just inside every entrance. You'd be amazed how much mud, sand, or water gets caught on those mats and never makes it to your floors. This is especially useful in rainy or snowy weather. It not only keeps the place cleaner, it also reduces slip hazards. Wet floors, no thanks. Just remember, the mats themselves need to be cleaned or changed regularly, or they'll become sources of dirt. But overall, mats are your friend. They take a beating so your carpets and floors don't have to. Also, reduce clutter and stay organized. This might sound more like office management than cleaning, but it's related. If your office surfaces are covered with piles of paper, random boxes, or old equipment, it's a lot harder for the cleaners to do their job well. Clutter collects dust and makes it easy to miss spots. Encourage people to file documents, clear out old stuff, and keep personal items in drawers or on shelves. Some offices even have a clean desk policy, where at the end of the day, employees tidy up their area. Even if you don't enforce something that formal, it helps to remind folks not to use their workspace as a storage unit. Less clutter means the cleaners can wipe down that desk or vacuum that corner without moving a mountain of stuff. And it also means your office just looks nicer to begin with. Now let's talk about some cool innovations in commercial cleaning. Yes, even cleaning has its tech and trends. There are some high-tech tools that are changing the game. For example, many cleaning teams now use HEPA filter vacuum cleaners. These vacuums trap extremely fine particles like dust, pollen, even bacteria, instead of blowing them back out into the air. The result is not just a cleaner floor, but cleaner air in the office, which your allergy-prone coworkers will definitely appreciate. In larger facilities, you might even find robotic cleaners. Imagine a big Roomba for your office halls that can quietly vacuum or scrub floors during the night. While they won't replace human cleaners for detail work, they can handle basic daily dust and dirt, letting the pros focus on the detailed tasks that only a human can do well. Technology is also being used for better management. Some services have apps where you can log cleaning requests or feedback, or where cleaners check off tasks on a tablet to ensure nothing is missed. It makes the whole process more transparent and efficient. One fascinating innovation is electrostatic spraying for disinfection. This came into the spotlight recently when everyone became more germ conscious. The idea is that a special machine charges the disinfectant liquid with an electrical charge as it's sprayed out. Those charged droplets are attracted to surfaces, kind of like how static makes things cling, so they coat surfaces evenly, even wrapping around objects, to ensure every nook and cranny gets disinfected. It's super efficient for covering large areas quickly. Think of an office or classroom where you want to sanitize all the desks and chairs thoroughly. BQM has utilized advanced techniques like this, which means they can achieve a high level of germ-killing coverage in less time than traditional wiping methods. Finally, let's touch on sustainability, the green cleaning trends. More cleaning companies and their clients are prioritizing eco-friendly practices. What does green cleaning mean in practice? For starters, using cleaning products that are environmentally friendly and non-toxic. Gone are the days when a bleachy, chemical cloud was the only sign of a clean room. Now we know that those harsh chemicals can be bad for our health and the planet. There are great alternatives, for example, plant-based cleaners that cut through grease, or alcohol-based disinfectants that don't leave a heavy residue. Green cleaning also means reducing waste. Instead of using disposable paper towels for everything, many crews use microfiber cloth that can be washed and reused hundreds of times. Microfiber is amazing because it picks up dirt and even microbes really effectively, often with just water or a tiny bit of cleaner, meaning you don't need as many chemicals. This way, you cut down on trash and usually use less product. Another aspect is conserving resources. Efficient cleaning methods can save water and electricity. For instance, some modern floor cleaning machines can recycle water as they scrub, or use spray technology that uses far less water than the old mop and bucket approach. Even simple steps like only running the washing machine for cleaning rags when it's full, or using cold water when possible, contribute to energy savings. The benefit of all this? You get a fresh, clean office without the harsh chemical fumes or environmental guilt. It's better for the cleaning staff, better for your employees, especially those with allergies or sensitivities, and better for the planet. Many businesses actually seek out cleaning companies like BQM that offer green cleaning options because it aligns with their values and sustainability goals. It's really a win-win. You maintain a healthy workspace and you reduce your environmental footprint at the same time. We've covered everything from BQM's rise to why cleanliness matters to how to keep your own space clean, and even what's new in the cleaning world. It's pretty amazing how something as routine as cleaning can encompass so much, isn't it? We've covered a lot today, and the bottom line is clear. A clean workplace isn't just about looking nice, it's a foundation for business success. It boosts productivity, keeps employees healthy and happy, impresses clients, and protects your investment in your facility. BQM's story shows how putting professionalism and care into cleaning creates a ripple effect. Their clients' businesses thrive in cleaner environments, and BQM has thrived by providing that quality service. It's a win-win, all from something as simple yet powerful as cleanliness. So next time you walk into an office in the morning and everything is tidy, fresh, and ready for a new day, take a moment to appreciate the folks who made it that way. Cleaning teams like BQM's might work behind the scenes, but they're essential to keeping the business world running smoothly. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the power of professional cleaning. I hope you found it informative and maybe got a couple of ideas to use in your own workplace. Until next time, stay well, stay productive, and remember, behind every successful business, there's someone who made sure the lights are on and the floors are sparkling. Take care and have a wonderful day.